Welcome back, Pilgrims, to another episode of Disco Elysium, where we gotta talk to this big ass muscle
Nobody
guy.
betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
My body is unimportant. I'm the police. I need to get to the harbor.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscles passes under the skins. It lets
It
you
must
look.
be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm,
Racial pinnacle?
Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me. What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
He looks down at you, taking stock of your physique.
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic.
Stop it! You... This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
My body,
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
his face contorts in disgust.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
I need you to take down the body or let me help in. I need the dead. I'm an alcoholic, and I need that dead body to no longer be.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al Ghul. You are Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here.
The influence,
The influence of the Am Sandwich
Let me make this
race
clear. I'm
is
not a
reigning.
drunk. I'm a cop, and I just have a drink. And please, I need you to comply right now. The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you.
The ethanol fungus is deep within your nervous system, pulling
Oh,
the
this drink Amelia,
strings.
it's Papa.
You are
I
merely
see no
its
hope for you
pupa
and your kind.
now. I see no hope for you, begging for help, attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and
Okay, you talk about
powerful
white people.
weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic air. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
You're right about this. Now, I need you to help me get that corpse. It was your people who put the dead body up there. Your people should get down.
enough with this begging? You should leave the stage of bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street and we will pulverize you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your
Alcohol.
beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Wouldn't that mean I have to become a Siamese
Well,
princess?
not as such. What you do with a mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the
You
findings,
serve the union,
sure,
don't you?
or
Aren't they white?
accept them and become an advance. He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your bit.
He had nothing to do with it.
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
You're right. That's racism doesn't stand a chance.
Correct. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The
Most people
race
that.
enigma runs
Sure,
much
don't
deeper
change
than
that.
that.
How does that factor into your
Mr.
life?
Claire is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something you're also.
Okay.
To serve is noble. It takes discipline.
I'm really trying to understand.
Petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music? Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my... I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This
Except for
has
many side
happened to
products.
many of the side products of the
Who are
inevitable,
the Seminoles?
the South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus.
His
Arrived
words
here,
are all caps.
We are the future.
Where's the eyes before
I
me?
am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on Good.
I don't think anything about this.
Your pedomorphic friend is right. You should leave here with your tail between your legs, contemplating race extinction. I am an immovable upstart.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this
I
stuff.
am new to this world. Help me understand the races. I need to know what
Do you?
races are. Thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door.
You are obviously a liberal, Sayolite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your
Microtechnology.
sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races.
Servant.
And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Those are the Seminoles,
The Seminoles, yeah, I knew it.
Areopagite,
Yeah,
and the
type A.
Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they
Eczema?
find it impossible to smile. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort,
What
wearing
the
wooden
fuck?
clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats. You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Mao.
Mahon is a derogative term for First World people of Gotwaldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Suru and the Uhu, are in some municipalities of Oranje. People do wear sheets made of wood to street parades. Green.
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and Tasso-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant
type A then, in your view.
Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina. The ancient Meteorans of
This
Mateo
man
by
is the
the
most
golden
confusing
Pisantic
man.
Sea. The
You have to
Suran
really
sur
listen
la
to him.
Clé, and even the other large mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces
One of the Siamese
as
knuckles.
proven by the Maun and the Mesk. Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Semenese and the Areopagite are on the ascent. The indigenous people of this.
Oh yeah, I know.
The Areopagites are the master race of the Ilmaran
Okay, I know all this.
deserts.
Okay.
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simenese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
Full silent, contemplating the beauty and
The
mystery.
latter is perfected and adapting.
The ancient brains.
Together they form the Simeno Areopagite.
My ancient brain was talking to me at the beginning of this game.
Race.
Nature was not capable of more.
Okay, type
Type
B.
B are the unheroic races,
The unheroic.
amorphous non-competitors of the great race.
So,
Koikos and the
They're
Vacholier,
mud-colored
they
people?
are mud-colored.
The Khoikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Shest et al. Are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
you said Kakikos. I've been trained to identify them as white in official descriptions.
Yes, to an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a hand's on reach. But look into their eyes and you will see.
These squirts full of
They
wisdom.
are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Al-Rul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb. And for eating the Khoiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad
I'm understanding
are
it.
all inexplicably
Irish.
obsessed with Podart. The only
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
they are microscopic. The
Microscopic.
Semino Areopagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust. Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Simenese
And the
Areopagite
Valkyrie is a bit-
Revacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial Coldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening. But that seems a little off.
I've heard about this revolution. Mistakes were made, but it was the right stuff. Go away. Stupid political thoughts. What was this revolution? It was perpetrated by degenerate left-wing, not sure history hasn't lasted.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over.
Okay.
Like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive chess piece. The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad in Zara's written potato carts.
Okay.
It is literally an illness.
If I
A
skip
prion
one thing of his
disease that
thing,
leaves
then I
the
get a little
parietal
lost.
and frontal lobe
I
ridden
should have
with
never skipped
holes.
anything.
A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal
Literally.
familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato. Enough of Tibet mediocrity. Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me. Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce. The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
It seems unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
Let's see, maybe I misunderstood something, but aren't humans too similar to produce anymore?
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site. The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Seminese strength and Grad servility. This will never happen. The Seminese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Seminese man will maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman, or Koi. But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type CF. You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
So you help me get that body
We
down right
will
now.
see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way, without becoming a race theoretician.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then
God.
return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
I'm so worried. Internalize. Oh God.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where's it coming
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Yeah, it's me. I've been establishing my superstar
Yeah,
lately.
you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam
Dick
Rocky
Mullen?
Bahia. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. camera, lights. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
How to unlock? So it looks like we're not getting in there anytime soon.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Okay.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Okay. Let's look around a little bit. What's down here? What's this? It's a pump.
There are clothes inside.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes.
Save the economy. That sounds. You find your hands deep in tattered and faded.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir. Haven't you heard, officer?
Save the economy?
We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circle. Very cool.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the...
Abort. These are hideous.
Damn, officer. You look like a mega...
No, you are definitely not buying those. No, I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this.
These are all... Those UV stickers are almost certainly just the...
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material,
again, maybe you'll find some
very
interesting
cool.
sunglasses. Ooh.
Oh, very interesting.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You... Yes. But they also make your soul quiver.
Wow, officer. And they can be yours for a mere 3 real.
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
Okay. Everything good down here? Tracing. Electoral chemistry, cigarette smoke, drama, conceptualization. What's this guy?
Evening, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife.
Okay.
His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into...
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers.
The words Daredevil Driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a water lock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Guess
Sure
that's
thing.
lovely.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Well, there's the fishing
Goes
village,
further down.
an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with... Yeah, not really much else.
Okay, see ya. Oh, you gave me a piece of salami? Ooh, some things for cash. Holy fuck, okay. No, what? Antique machine. Okay.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
How much
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
That's one like that. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining a streetlight seems a bit steep.
There's also the matter of rewiring, but the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures.
Okay.
A typical Martinez streetlight. The boomboxes on the shelf look well. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic. This is you. Gold and orange. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
The stereo-approved machine here. I wanted to know. What I really wanted to know is, could this device come in handy in my place? Are you sure this is all in working order?
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. Absolutely. I've tested each one myself.
Okay.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of... Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back. Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Dug up a really cool figurine.
Everything you pick out seems faded. Big men on big horses.
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago. They're not all blue.
Like
Which
royal
ones?
soldiers?
This set of soldiers...
You're probably
Soldiers?
talking about the... I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
I'd like to give people hope. Even we can do it. It's possible to win against the core holds the capital guard whose bitch it made me. More nuance. As soon as I can't comment.
Maybe.
He seems to have his own... Hey. Psst. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, empower all people
Alright, it
who
sounds
have
like
more
we
than
haven't
25
said
real
anything like that.
in their pockets. Literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That
There's
kind
some
of
mildly
stuff.
left wing.
Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about... Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right
What's
down
this
to
communism
failure?
about?
It's about failure. Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished. Beaten, you alone. Against every living thing. Against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized. You against the atom, the charm and the spin. Where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. Now get to work, comrade. Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
We can say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Okay, that was very ominous.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
It's shameful how insignificant the police persons. Now that RCM just tell me, have you had any trouble?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals,
Bird's Nest
travelers,
Roy.
people looking. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Honestly, I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others. The business plan is all over the place. You should...
It keeps me entertained.
And what is he on?
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for the corpse behind the hostel, I assure. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform. Ask around the harbor.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Guns like the one.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
I know how this sounds.
Of course.
Okay. He definitely is high. Looking at his wares, talking to him, a guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud.
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Ill-advised. Shoppable. It's broken. Sunlight postcard.
Another time, perhaps.
How much real I have now? 35. Okay, so I gotta sell something.
Hello again. How can I? Sure, let me have a look. I'm not purchasing any, and especially that tie.
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fine! Look at me!
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps.
Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh God. So much shit going on. Ugh. Let's forget this. Can't I forget it? Advanced race theory. It's so dumb. Okay. The bird stopped. Okay. Okay.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. The metal feels cold and wet under your palm.
Okay. Going this way, I guess.
Are you trying to...
Logic error. She is not sleep.
Pig's come to take me out? Trying to snuff me out? Then why are you sneaking...
Okay, sorry.
You see a young man on a balcony, nursing.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
You're already in trouble.
There's no trouble. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring window.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you got a good view. Can you tell me about the
I'd
name?
even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken?
We will remove the body as soon as possible.
Oh.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this muscular gentleman?
Lieutenant takes out his little book.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
You didn't answer the question.
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
It's a real name.
He doesn't reply, gesturing.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
Yeah.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? I'd even go...
We will
Oh.
Wait, is someone else...
No, not you two.
And when?
Last week?
You didn't...
It was my...
He doesn't...
No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Suggestion.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance?
Hey, listen, I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet
For
somewhere
a
else?
moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the...
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to... It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away. Oh.
He's gone.
We should run after him and see where
No
he went.
point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there. If we find a way inside the building...
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of... There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity he doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has... We'll just have to go in and see.
We look at it suspiciously. Okay. All the hand-eye coordination, that's right.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
In the dimming light, something seems clear.
You have no clue. So many walls all over Martinez.
Alright, let's go inside. Rags. 3 different sizes. Okay, so we got... Ooh. Reaction speed. Trauma. Conceptual suggestion. Let's just keep all this shit on for now. Oh, whoops. Okay, okay. Alright, let's keep going.
This door has been closed with a padlock. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Bolt cutters, okay. Guess we're doing this. Bolt cutters.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk drawn number on the board. The shackle
After you, detective.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressed. Honestly, he does kind of look like you after all.
Hold on a second. Is this why you broke in here? To find out whether you're Krasmazov? Sure you are. Well, you both do seem to share an affinity for sideburns, but it seems like old Kras here didn't drink nearly as much as you.
How do you know? This is just a romantic deposition of him.
Very well. Doesn't he have a birthmark right here? What about you? All right, but here's the big thing. Krasmazov looks Samaran, and you don't. Okay, you win. Why are you so hell-bent on proving that you're Krasmazov anyway?
I show my stability. Because I'm totally a gangster? What? Not sure, I just have a feeling I have. Just trust my feelings. You want stability, incremental progress? So do
I think you have misunderstood who he was, but if you say so. The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting. Whoever lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm. There aren't many communists.
What's new clothes? Conceptualization. I like drama. My guy looks fucking weird. What's going on here? Love to pose with their guns.
You hear someone walking around inside. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get in.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any
reason. Excuse me, man.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. Go ahead, then.
She's the cleaning lady.
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the... It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
Okay.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble, just want to talk to him.
Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony.
Ask away, policeman.
There's a vacation.
People come and go.
They probably just moved. Or died.
No one lives there. It's been empty for months. Impossible. I would know if someone had moved. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look with great young people. Oh, that one is a scientist. A future... I think he studies astrology at the community college. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawing.
A symbol of
what now?
The World Revolution. You're the ones who support the working class. It's ideology. Simple nobles. Balloons. Symbol for contributing to the demise of our noble state. Counters of political ideology. Working class against capital.
Huh. I thought Revachol was the capital.
Okay.
She mumbles some kind.
Let's go back to this one.
You hear someone walking around inside.
Excuse me? Of course not.
There's no sweet talking your way in there. You have plenty of reason to enter.
If I suspect there's been breaking.
Oh, come on.
That was smart.
Okay. So. shoes. An indirect mode of taxation. Affluence moneymaker man.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired
Do make
feet?
people happy. Oops. Fashion Fox Pass.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the remember. When they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes is they're either a gateway drug or a booster pack to get you deeper.
Okay. Pick some of this. You should take it.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not?
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her person.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
I glimpsed at a foreclosed apartment half down the hallway.
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone.
The sum must have been puny.
I might have disappeared too, I think. Couldn't have been that much money as far as... So wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the... Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Let's have a good time. Reprehensible who lived here.
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent, but that was months ago. Anyway,
Is it a bit late to working?
Everyone says the real estate agents don't do anything. But here I am in the middle of the night cleaning up someone's crash pad. So the sooner we get this over, of course.
She's been waiting for you. I took some. Hey lady, it was no big deal.
Give me a moment.
Bad PR. -2 logic.
Give me a moment.
He's a new tenant.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in.
Some high-tech
This
officers are
place
going to save
needs
this
them.
place. No one's coming. Lacks women and sexual deviants who come. They're gonna be fine. Apparently needs slow change. What's coming? There will be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real agents right now. I'm sure everything will be fine. This apartment building needs slow change. And perceivably slow.
Oh, I do like wizards. And people like that in general.
She means clairvoyance. Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt. Moses, that is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you.
Fucking ride till I died, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco-Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
Oh, and then they're spawning stuff off to the suspicious wrong guy. I made some gills, sure.
Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy?
No.
Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? Are you rich?
No, I'm not. I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky thing. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gotham estate? That is Revachol.
I thought there were no taxes.
Every time you wipe your ass, they got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Wow. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony. One tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you. Here. Total tax duties add up to...
Urges you to be better than who you are. It urges you to be disco. Slip into others in Sumerian box style. Tumble out with the bag. Acrobatics. Stun with immense pache.
98% of all your money.
Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number.
Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep foaming at the mouth furiously on the tax issue.
Okay. Thanks for that. Oh.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year. You should take care of that, then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse.
Okay. Let's exit out of here. Let's try to get the fuck out of here.
Hey, up here, Piggo.
What's up, girl?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.